Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. If you can take your seats, please. Bangladesh is here. Phones on the top table, just dictaphones, please. You must look for the microphone for your and for the questions. Thank you.
Actually, you have to think. I mean, overall, say maybe they could have been scored 270 to 80 fast, and second one, we couldn't make any partnership in the batting, and we just keep losing every interval.
Captain, how much was your disturbed? Was it disturbed by the two umpiring decisions that didn't go your way before, and then the no ball catch that wasn't given?
Well, everyone's seen what happened in the middle, so I don't want to say anything.
Do you think Tamim should have more responsibility such an international matches?
Well, someone have to attack. You know, when you check 300, someone have to attack. He was fine, I think, today. He was very intent. unfortunately get out again. Our luck is not with us. I mean, every interval is just that's it.
The fielding, there were a lot of errors, and it seemed again that you couldn't really cope with the dimensions of the ground. Was playing here again a challenge?
Play challenge. I mean, once you faced in team like India or biggest side is always. I think at some stage we have been very very good. Suddenly take the game from us. Also, I have to say that Rohit was brilliant today. So I don't think so. MCG. Yes, we lost too much, but don't think so. MCG was an issue.
Reaching the is a great thing for Bangladesh cricket, and you have reached great heights. If you had to take home two great positives from your journey so far, what two positives will take home?
I think except today batters well throughout of this tournament, which was much needed for, and hopefully they'll continue because very tough year is coming for us. And I think the confidence we hopefully it will continue.
How impressed were you with India today, and would you expect them to defeat Pakistan in that semi?
Well, I don't know who will come in the semis from Australia and Pakistan match, but definitely it will be a very good match. I mean, whoever played against India, it will be a very good match.
Yeah, Captain, disappointed.
But hopefully, boys will take it in the next series.
No, just a minute, Gautam. I was there first. Yeah. Mashrafi, I just wanted to ask you, there have been instances in the past. I mean, there has been Australia who's been in the World Cup and lifted the cup. Looking at India's performance, is
Australia and Pakistan match, everyone knows that who gonna face India, but as I said, it's an exciting match in Sydney.
Mashrafi, what do you think of that when that appeal was negatived, when Nalimdar negatived that appeal? Do you think the match could have been if had Rohit Sharma got out at that stage?
It could have been, against India always we have to take wicket, otherwise it is going very difficult. So at that stage, we out Rohit, it will be great. But I think I can't say anything in here, but you all in that what's going on there.
Any last questions in English?
Mashrafi, could you talk about that spell between overs number 11 to 35 when your bowlers kept in check? What was impressive for you, pacers and spinners operated in the 25-over spell?
I think they have been brilliant after 35. They take the calculative risk, and they have been success. And once again, we couldn't bowl with our plans, and that was the moment.
Raina?
Yeah, Rana is always. I think Rohit brilliant. He got the 100 billion 100. So yeah, both of them I think.
Questions in Bangla?
এখানে দুটো প্রশ্ন আছে। একটা হচ্ছে যে রুবেল এবং তাসকিন দুজনেই ইয়াং এবং যে পেসে মানে টেস্ট ক্রিকেটের ভবিষ্যৎ হিসেবে, আর আরেকটা প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে ক্যাপ্টেন্সি এই সময়টা যে এটা কতটা এনজয়, মানে এটা আপনার উপরে প্রেশার ক্রিয়েট করছে না, এটা একটা এনজয়েবল এক্সপিরিয়েন্স?
ফুলি তারা ফিজিক্যালি স্ট্রং হবে এবং আমাদের দেশের জন্য খুবই ইম্পর্ট্যান্ট দুইজন 140 বোলিং করতে পারে, বিশেষ করে টেস্ট ম্যাচেও খুব অন্যান্য অপোনেন্টের জন্য ইফেক্টিভ হবে। আর ক্যাপ্টেন্সির কথা বলবো অবশ্যই এনজয় করেছি। যারা ছিল টিমে আমাদের সবাইকে হেল্প করেছে, আমাকে হেল্প করেছে। আমরাও অতটা এক্সপেরিয়েন্স ছিলাম না এই উইকেটে খেলার জন্য, এই ওয়েদারে খেলার মতো, বাট তারপরও প্রত্যেকটা ছেলে যেভাবে অ্যাডাপ্ট করেছে, যেভাবে প্র্যাকটিস মেন্টালি সেট আপ করে,
আপনি বললেন যে
সব কিছু ট্রাই করেছি, কিন্তু সেট ব্যাটসম্যান সার্কেলের ভেতর আটকানো কিছুটা কঠিন হয়ে যায়। আর উইকেটটা তো খুব ভালোই ছিল, আমরা জানি যে এই উইকেট আগে ব্যাট 70-80 বা 300 হইতে পারে, ইভেন একটু 330 আমরা শ্রীলঙ্কার ম্যাচেও যেটা হয়েছে। তো আমি মনে করি আমরা হয়তো বা 20টা রান বা ম্যাক্সিমাম 30টা রানই বেশি দিয়েছি, কিন্তু আমার মনে হয় যে ওই সময় আসলে যা কিছু ট্রাই করা।
আপনি একটু আগে বলেছেন যে আপনারা জানতেন যে উইকেট আপনাদেরকে নিতে হবে, কেউ আপনাদেরকে দেবে না, আপনার কি তখন আপনি নিয়েছিলেন? প্রশ্ন। আর দ্বিতীয় প্রশ্ন হচ্ছে, আজকে দেখে আইসিসি থেকে আপনাদেরকে একটু ডিফারেন্টলি ট্রিট করা হয়েছে অন্যান্য দিনের চেয়ে।
আমি মনে হয় এইসব উত্তর দেওয়ার জন্য আসলে আমার উত্তর এখানে দেওয়া এগুলো ঠিক হবে না। যেটাই ঘটেছে মাঠে আপনারা সবাই দেখেছেন যা হয়েছে, আমার আসলে এখানে আলাদা করে কিছু বলার নেই। তবে হ্যাঁ, একটা কথা বলতে পারি যে হয়তো বা যেটা বললেন খেলার দিকে আসলে বলবো যে ওই সময় একটা উইকেট খুব দরকার ছিল, আমরা কিন্তু ওদের খুব ভালো প্রেশারেই রেখেছিলাম, একটা উইকেট আমাদের মাচ নিডেড ছিল, হয়েছিল নো বল কল করেছে আম্পায়ার। আসলে বাদ বাকি যেগুলো প্রশ্ন ছিল আসলে এগুলো আমার মনে হয় উত্তর দেওয়া উচিত।
মাসুদ ভাই, ওভারঅল আমার জার্নিটা কেমন গেল, মানে একটু
আসলে প্রথমে বলি, বাংলাদেশের মানুষরা অনেক এক্সপেক্ট করেছিল আমাদের জন্য, আমাদের অ্যাটলিস্ট আজকের ম্যাচটা খুব ভালো একটা ম্যাচ খেলতে পারলে খুব ভালো লাগতো, যেটা আসলে আমরা চেয়েছিলামও। হয়তোবা আমরা বোলিং পার্টের যদি কথা, আমরা হয়তোবা 20টা রানে আগেও বললাম যে বেশি দিয়ে দিয়েছি, কিন্তু ব্যাট আরো বেশি ভালো চাইলে উইকেট ছিল, আনফরচুনেটলি পারিনি। আজকের ম্যাচটা সত্যি আমাদের জন্য ডিসঅ্যাপয়েন্টিং ছিল, বাট আমি প্রাউড ফিল করছি এবং করি, এবং আমার মনে হয় প্রত্যেকটা ছেলে যারা আছে টিমে তাদের প্রাউড ফিল করা। খুব ভালো একটা বছর আসছে, অনেক এক্সাইটিং আসছে, অনেক বড় বড় টিমের সাথে আমাদের খেলা আছে, আর বিশেষ করে হোমে আমরা একটু অ্যাডভান্টেজ পাবোই সব সময়, অ্যাটলিস্ট আমরা জানি ওইখানে কিভাবে খেলতে হয়। তো আমরা যদি আসলে এই কনফিডেন্সটা নিয়ে যাই, আমরা যেভাবে খেলেছি এবং যে হার্ডওয়ার্কটা করেছি এগুলো যদি কন্টিনিউ করি, তো অবশ্যই এর ফলগুলো আমরা সামনে পাবো, এবং ওয়ার্ল্ড কাপটা আমি বিশ্বাস করি ভালো গিয়েছে।
মাশরাফি, এখানে মাশরাফি, আপনার নিজের ভবিষ্যৎ নিয়েও কি আপনি কাছে আপনি করেছেন বললেন এখানে, তো আপনি কি ক্যাপ্টেন্সি চালিয়ে যাবেন, করে যেতে চান, নাকি আপনি অন্য কাউকে সুযোগ দেবেন? আপনার ফিজিক্যাল ফিটনেসের কি জায়গা, আপনি আপনার ভবিষ্যৎ নিয়ে কি আপনি কিছু চিন্তা ভাবনা করছেন, যদি একটু বলেন।
হ্যাঁ, অবশ্যই চিন্তা তো অবশ্যই, কোনো যেহেতু টেস্ট ম্যাচ খেলছি না, খেলা চালিয়ে যাওয়ার ইচ্ছা আছে। আর ক্যাপ্টেন্সির ব্যাপার পরপর অনেকগুলো ক্যাপ্টেনও চেঞ্জ হয়েছে, সাকিব ছিল, তারপরে মুশফিক ছিল, তারপরে আমি করছি। আসলে ক্যাপ্টেন্সিটা আমাদের জন্য কখনোই কোনো ইস্যু ছিল না, এখনও নাই। যেই করুক, আমরা টিম হইও নি যে আমাদের এইসব নিয়ে ভাবতে হবে, আমাদের কাজ বাড়তি এত বাইরের ভাবনা নিয়ে আমরা অবশ্যই জিততে পারছে। ভারত অবশ্যই চান্স বলতে কি খুব ভালো চান্সই আছে, বোলাররা খুব ভালো, ব্যাটসম্যানরাও ফর্মে আছে, যার যার দিনে তারা বড় স্কোর করছে টিমের জন্য, যেটা খুবই ভালো। তো অবশ্যই আমি শুধু
talking at the time.
Captain, at 115 for 3 after 28 overs, was there any concern in the dressing room that you might...
Depending on how we go, maybe next 5 overs, was revising the target. And as we got 260 mark, we still had overs in hand, and we said, okay, from 260, let's raise it to 270 to 275. We had another good over. We said, okay, 10 runs to it. We kept doing that, 300 runs, which good score, but at the same time it needed us to bowl good areas, to get wickets with the new ball and all of that stuff. It was, I don't think it was like a score, I think it was close to par. Still, if opposition, they would have batted well, they could have got those runs.
MS, could you talk about Sharma's innings and his innings? It kept going around 90 or something, and then came in and hit it much faster.
I think what really happens is, it was a bit difficult to score. The reason being, if top 5 batsmen striking very cleanly, and if they're finding, definitely it means an offer for the. I thought they started off really well. Once they started back of a length channel, it was difficult the batsmen to freely rotate. What could have been done was, we kept losing wickets. I felt once Ajinkya and Rohit, their partnership was building, they could have gone on and, played maybe a few more overs. The reason being, if you have already played 35-40 deliveries, the new batsman coming in, if you are finding it difficult, he will certainly find it difficult. So he will have another 15-20 deliveries minimum, and that keeps piling up. So apart from that, I felt Rohit and Raina, Rohit, the reason being, wicket on the other side, and still he kept himself very calm. His strike, still he knew there, and if he plays maximum number of overs, he can definitely and score at a good pace. Raina, he's a natural stroke maker. He can, more often than not, what we have seen is can go in strikes. So it's always good to have somebody like him, batting at number 5. But overall, I think how they took it was very crucial, because one more wicket at that point of time, and you could have ended up, 250 runs.
Yeah. Captain, winning the toss to be important, and also 7 matches opposition.
I don't know whether winning the toss or not. It was games, where we would have been quite happy to chase also, but there was a bit of forecast for rain. We decided enough to say, okay, let's chase. And also big games, you want to put runs on the board, and always it puts pressure, because just that the stakes are high. So it was good, but I felt the wicket was also good in the second half. It was not like it's behaved how it did when we played against South Africa. So it was a good wicket. There was a bit of pace. I felt the pace increased a bit, and that's one reason why I would say Ash bowled really well, because you see how he maintained and created that pressure. One of the reasons the batsmen, they have the other fast bowlers, and because of which we got wickets. So overall, very good by the bowling department. The good thing, as you said, it's got quite a few teams out, and it has never really happened with the Indian cricket team. Actually, a big positive. Sanjay.
After 7 convincing wins, how much confident as a captain you are that you can do it once again?
I think what's important for us is, we have scored runs in all the games, whether we have batted first or chased. We don't have our batsmen in the top 5 run scorers list for the World Cup, which means, everybody has chipped in, everybody has contributed, which is a good to be in, especially stages. And we'll have to keep repeating what we have been doing, as simple as that. You win a game, whatever you have done right, you have to keep repeating. Maybe the individuals who get the number of wickets, they will change. The batsman who scores runs, the names will change, but till we are scoring runs and we are taking wickets, that will be good for us.
MS, could you talk us through the power play phase? There was no mindless logging, but you still collected 50 runs. And did that play a crucial role in back?
I think power play is something we have done well on and off. I don't think we have consistently done well in the power plays. What actually went wrong quite times was the fact that we actually lost a wicket just before the start of power play, and then you go into the first over and the second wicket, and from that point passion during the power play. And what we are doing well over here is we are playing proper strokes, but at the same time what's important is not to consider power system where you're like okay, 5 overs we want to get 55-60 runs. I think 5 overs, if you look for 35 to 40 and if you bat well, you will end up with runs. And not only that, it actually gives you a bit of momentum going into the slog overs, and with two set batsmen and the bowler slightly on the back foot, you can accumulate more runs. So I feel in the last few games that's what we have done, not aimed too high, but at the same time played quite a few proper cricketing shots, and that has really helped.
Happy with the circumspect approach of the top order batsmen in the early overs, or do you think at least one of them has to play like, say, a Sehwag used to, by so that there's not much pressure on the bowler, or do you wish to keep wickets in hand all the time?
No, if you see, Virupa was special. There are not many people around who can do what he does, and also you have to bat according to the strength that you have. And I feel both Shikhar and Rohit go and slog. So whatever your strength is, back your strength. Have a good approach about what's really happening, what kind of an assistance the bowlers are getting off the wicket, and then you keep revising as to where you need to be at the end of the 10th over. Quite a few times we have seen there are few teams that have scored over 60 runs. Often than not, most of the teams are close to the 40 run mark or 45 run marks. I think a good start is important, and it may not always mean the number of runs. It can mean a good partnership and batsmen being set there.
MS, your thoughts on Shikhar Dhawan's catch? Today's era, usually fielders make it look very easy, but from a view, can you tell us how difficult it is and about the evolving fielding in that respect, catching on the boundary?
I think it's something that T20 has brought into the, and it's not only in the ODIs and T20 now, even in test matches we see that with the fielders goes to the boundary, and it just they can actually exploit it. But overall it's something, and then more often quite a bad shot, and now people play the reverse sweep even to the fast bowler. So the game keeps changing, and according to the demands of the game, the individuals, they keep improving their game. And another you can say where the fielders, they have improved themselves. Like
any change in the Rohit of 4 years ago and the Rohit of now?
Well, I think if I compare, if I have to go back 4 years, it won't be a realistic comparison. He was not really opening for us at that point of time, and we felt he was a bit of waste of talent if he was batting at 6 for us, because more often than not he was not getting enough chance to bat, and our top order was quite fixed, so we couldn't really make him play or give him enough. And that's one of the reasons why if you see the first 40 games, you may think he has not done enough, but out of those 40, he went into bat in the last 5 overs or 4 overs. And it's difficult, in a 5, at times you don't really get a chance to bat, and you may get a chance in the last maybe couple of matches with 10 overs to go. It counts as chance. That from that point, we thought, it will be good to have him as an opener because he cut well, and he's a natural stroke player again, which...
Who do you expect to win tomorrow, and if it is Australia, have you ever felt better prepared?
Doesn't matter. The World Cup, you have to every team, and you against each and every team, so it doesn't really matter.
If it is Australia, have you ever felt? Given the form in the tournament?
Are you putting money on bet.com or something?
My start of the tournament, you've talked about momentum and how important it is, but given the knockout phases, especially in the big events, What is the subtle difference in approach, or what do you think, that the team has to do to be successful in the phase in all matches?
I think one of the most difficult things is to keep it simple. You start assessing, because, being human beings, that's what we do better than some of the other animals, thinkers, and overthinking can actually kill you, especially in like this where there's already so much pressure, especially if you're part of the Indian cricket team. It's not only about doing well on the field. Even when you go out, you have to have proper dinner, otherwise the camera also. So it's a mix of everything, but keeping it simple helps, and playing good cricket. And what it does, it just keeps your forward. It just increases your confidence in each and every. Just feel a bit more when you're executing. The mix of everything, and I feel so far, we have to keep.
MS, could you tell us a little bit about the pitch, because it seemed like the ball was not coming onto. It was not easy to hit unless you'd spend some time in the middle. So, how would you assess the pitch as a batting pitch?
I thought the second half, first half there was a bit of variable pace, and there was a bit of I felt it quickened up a bit. When the spinners, they were bowling slow, like when Ash bowled, so he got a bit of turn. Even Jadeja got a bit. Overall, I felt pace increased in the second half, and it was coming nicely. I don't think there was much swing for the fast bowlers in both the innings, but you bowl first, you reverse swing, which they got. And we were not able to get that. The reason being, under the lights, I don't know what really happens, but it slightly comes on better and scuffed up. So that was the only difference. I decent wicket, and it was not like a proper batting with paradise. It was just a mix where you could still hit the right area. Batsman.
That armoury that maybe Indian cricket hasn't always had in the past.
Well, I think it's one thing that we'll have to do in the test format, even more than the ODIs. But general psyche of the Indian fast bowler, even when they play in the subcontinent, want to use the new ball well, because even in test matches they don't bowl a lot. The spinners do a lot of bowling. So when they get few away toes, what they have learnt is the importance of just keep hitting that one area where you want to bowl, and keep hitting it, and building up the pressure and ownership, and creates that pressure where the batsman gets out. And I feel it's bowlers have really, and now they actually believe in that. Saying is one thing, believing is more important, because once you believe in something, like you keep working on it, it's working. And good thing is, it becomes part of the system. So I'm hoping that, they learn out of this, and when they come back again, irrespective of play, outside the subcontinent, it will really help them. They're bowling at good pace, all of them are fit, and if they can keep hitting, that one area, it will be good, because that's something where we have been lacking. We have found it slightly difficult after the 40th over to get wickets through test matches. It will help them.
Last two in English.
MS, you have done very well. How difficult you think that this winning for in number of maximum number of matches, is it any special instruction for your team? Or how difficult is to maintain matches?
First, thanks for the comment. This but I don't know why. So you can always compliment and ask the question later. Nothing is easy. It's that when you have won the game, you tend to brush everything under the carpet. But what's important is to still keep improving in those areas. So whatever we have not done right in this game, we'll like to do it properly in the next one. That's what it's all about. It's nothing like a magic wand where, you just wave it and it comes in your favor.
Mahinder, was it the best catch you have taken in your career, or can you recall as good a catch? And also, this fielding was the best in the world.
I think our fielding side, we had a game where we dropped quite a few catches, but apart from the fielding has been good. The reason being, we have got good fielders, and we have got fielders who are like average fielders. So we don't really have anyone who we have to hide in the side, which means, on an average, we are a very good fielding side. There are other sides also which are very good in fielding, but still you can target a few of, their fielders, when it comes to these big boundaries. But overall, our fielders, they look good. Even the fast bowlers are good. And about the catch, fluke happens, so let's enjoy it. And, hopefully it will happen more often.
Last 5 in Hindi. Number 1, Sunil, Bhushan 3, Rajaram 4, next one 5. Yeah.
माही, आपका इस वर्ष एमसीजी के साथ लव अफेयर काफी अच्छा चल रहा है. बॉक्सिंग डे टेस्ट मैच में आपने भारत को अश्विन के साथ लाइन क्रॉस, उसके बाद दक्षिण अफ्रीका के विरुद्ध आपने बिल्कुल यहाँ पे का अवतार दिया, पूरा ब्लू हो गया, और उसके पश्चात फाइनल में कमाल हो गया. तो 26 मार्च को हम आपका फिर से मेलबर्न में स्वागत करें. इस रास्ते में आपको सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज क्या लगता है, या कुछ नहीं लगता?
नहीं, चैलेंज तो क्रिकेट ही है, क्योंकि आपको अच्छा क्रिकेट खेलना पड़ेगा अगर आप यहाँ पे वापस आके खेलना चाहते हैं. और जो नेक्स्ट टीम है, सो उसके अलग चैलेंजेस रहेंगे. एंड होपफुली हम अपने जो परफॉर्मेंस है उसको और ऊपर लेके जा सके, तो डेफिनेटली वी कैन कम बैक और यहाँ पे हम फाइनल्स खेल सकते हैं.
माही, इधर हर मैच में एक नया हीरो आ रहा है, ये कितनी अच्छी बात है, क्योंकि कौन कर रहा है इससे ज़्यादा जो कर रहा है वो बढ़िया कर रहा है. जैसे जो बैट्समैन अच्छा कर रहा है वो 100 की तरफ लेके जा रहा है, टीम को उस तरफ लेके जा रहा है. ये कितनी सुखी.
अगर आपको एक स्टार्ट मिले तो आप मेक श्योर करो कि वो एक बड़ा स्टार्ट हो. अगर 1-2 विकेट गिर जाए तो आप नए जो बैट्समैन है उसके साथ एक अच्छी पार्टनरशिप करो, सो दैट नीचे वाले बैट्समैन पे ज़्यादा प्रेशर ना आए. तो अभी तक हमारी टीम ने ये बहुत ही अच्छे तरीके से किया है. जो एक अच्छा स्टार्ट मिला है उसने उसको कन्वर्ट किया है, तो उससे क्या होता है, बाकी के जो बैट्समैन है उस पर प्रेशर कम हो जाता है. आगे भी ये करना पड़ेगा हमें, और सेम चीज़ हमने बॉलिंग में भी की है. अगर आप फास्ट बॉलर, ऐसा नहीं है कि कोई एक फास्ट बॉलर है जो हर मैच में विकेट ले रहा है. आई थिंक तीनों ने मिलकर बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग की है. और जहाँ तक स्पिनर्स की बात की जाए तो विकेट्स के आप तौल नहीं सकते कि इतने विकेट मिले हैं इनको, बट उन्होंने जिस तरीके से प्रेशर मेंटेन किया है और क्रिएट किया, दूसरे फास्ट बॉलर्स को विकेट मिले हैं. आई थिंक रोल है मिडिल ओवर्स में बहुत क्रूशियल रहा है.
एमएस, पूछना चाहूँगा, पाकिस्तान मैच के बाद उन्हें स्टार्ट मिला, आज शायद स्टार्ट उन्हें मिला है, लेकिन कन्वर्ट नहीं कर पा रहे. क्या अच्छी बॉलिंग को कुछ पोस्ट शॉट सिलेक्शन भी रहा है?
आई डोंट थिंक ऐसा कोई पुअर शॉट सिलेक्शन रहा है. अगर आप देखें तो एक डोमिनेंट बैट्समैन है, जो जाके अपना स्ट्रोक्स खेलना पसंद करते हैं. एंड आई डोंट थिंक ही हैज़ बैटेड बैडली. जब मौका मिला तो उन्होंने रन भी किए हैं. ऐसा नहीं है कि हर बार बने गए हैं तो 100 किए हैं. मे बी जो टेस्ट सीरीज़ में इतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस था तो हम सब कुछ उससे रिलेट कर रहे हैं कि यार हर इनिंग में 100 होना चाहिए. डिफिकल्ट होता है. सेम टाइम आप प्रोसेस पे ज़्यादा ध्यान देते हैं. तो
वही उमेश यादव की गेंदबाजी क्या कहेंगे आप?
आई थिंक तीनों फास्ट बॉलर्स हमारे लिए बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं. उमेश ऑफ कोर्स इन तीनों में सबसे तेज़ डालते हैं. एंड एट द सेम टाइम कि स्पेशली अभी उस फेज़ में चल रहे हैं जहाँ पे उन पे विकेट टेकिंग एबिलिटी बहुत ज़्यादा है. काफ़ी अच्छे एरिया रहे हैं, और जब आपकी टीम का रेगुलर पार्ट है कि उनकी जो कंसिस्टेंसी है बॉलिंग में वो बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गई है. पेस हमें एक हमेशा डालते थे, अभी ऑफ कोर्स 145 के आसपास डाल रहे हैं, बट जो कंसिस्टेंसी है एक जगह बॉल डाल से बॉलिंग करना है या इस ऐसा बॉलिंग कर सकता हूँ.
लास्ट एमएस, आपकी 100 ओडीआईज में आप अपनी जर्नी को एज अ कैप्टन कैसे समराइज करो, और दूसरा कोई एक टफ फेज जो आपको अभी भी याद आता है कि वो सबसे ज़्यादा टफ था?
बहुत ज़्यादा होते हैं. जब एक होते तो 5 मैच 3 जीते, बट ओवरऑल अगर आप देखें तो जो आपका रिकॉर्ड होता है वो ऊपर नीचे चल. मैंने फर्स्ट शिप की थी तो हम ऑस्ट्रेलिया के अगेंस्ट इंडिया में खेले थे, वो सीरीज़ हम हार गए थे. तो ऊपर नीचे लगा ही रहता है. इट्स अ कॉन्स्टेंट पार्ट एंड पार्सल. हम काफ़ी स्ट्रगल भी बीच में हमने किया था कि हमारे पास डेथ बॉलर्स नहीं थे. हमारे फास्ट बॉलर्स जो एक्सेप्शनली क्विक वो एक जगह पे बॉल नहीं डालते थे, और जो हमारे एक जगह डालने वाले थे वो तेज़ नहीं थे. तो काफ़ी कुछ हमने झेला है. ऑलराउंडर करते हुए हम 4-5 साल हो गए. यू नो हम ऑलराउंडर अभी तक हमने बोला कि जो नहीं है सो नहीं है, जो है उसी से हम गुजारा करेंगे। काफ़ी इंटरेस्टिंग रहा है, ऊपर नीचे सारी चीज़ें हमने देखी हैं। 2000 कैप्टन नहीं था बट वर्ल्ड कप में हम नेक्स्ट स्टेज के लिए भी क्वालिफाई नहीं किए थे, तो फेस था। बट क्रिकेट आपको सब कुछ दिखाता है एंड आई फील इट्स अ ग्रेट लेवलर। यू नो घुमा फिरा के आपको फिर उसी जगह लेके आ जाते हैं एंड उस जगह फिर आप यू नो ज़्यादा रिस्पेक्ट करने लगते हैं सेम चीज़ों को जो आप पिछले बार जब वहाँ पे थे जितनी रिस्पेक्ट करते थे, जब दूसरी बार समय आपको वहाँ लाता है तो आप और ज़्यादा रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं।
Thank you.